Now then, guys, you know, I'm telling you for a while that we're going to do a new series on how to, and the first thing we're going to do is how to wash a vehicle, or it could be car, truck, boat, motorcycle, airplane, whatever. Preparation is pretty much the same. What I usually use is just a regular 5-gallon bucket, and inside that bucket, of course, I've got my soap, and in that kit, in that soap kit, comes the wash mitt. Now inside here, I've already put it in, is my grit guard, and I've already checked my pH on my wash here. Now let's just redo that. Let's take us one here, and what you want this to be is somewhere in the neutral zone, like in the 7 to 8. I usually got mine to the high side of neutral. And if you look, that's going to put you in the 7 to 7.5 bracket, and that's what you want for your pH of your water. You want it to the high side of neutral. Now, with that done, out of the way, what I do too is I've got for my start, I'm going to have some tire and wheel cleaner, and use it both, just as it says, both on your tire and your wheel. Not going to hurt either one of them on it. Now I go around and I spray each one. It's like so on this tire here. I'll give this tire a good coating. And the wheel, while you're there, just give the wheel a good coating. And while you're in there, give it a little coating here for your wheel well. Now, what I do too is when you've got that in, I'll do it to all of them the same way. But another key that you're going to have is your pressure washer. Now what I do on mine is, first thing I do is, because here in Florida you get a lot of sand and stuff, as you can see up on here. Now then, let's see if this thing will start. Let that calm down there for a few minutes. While we're with it, let's take our wash mitt, what comes with your wash product itself, and let's give it a little water. Not that you guys don't need to see anybody, just take a wash mitt and wash your car. And I do mine bottom up or top down? Either one you want to do. You got to have it all clean anyway. And you can start at the top and let it come down, that'll be fine. But you want to give yourself a little check on it too. Just to, knock that off of there. Now I realize you're probably saying, well, you only wash the fender and the tire. The process is the same throughout the whole vehicle. And the point being, I go over all of my tires and wheels with this first. That way when you come back around, if you need to scrub the tires in it, it's just a utility type little scrub brush on it. And then your soap itself. But a key of it is that grit guard. Because when you reach back in here to wash, say if you've got something inside of your mitt that comes out, no matter what it might be, if it's heavier than the water that you have here, it'll just go through the grit guard and fall in the bottom. You don't pick it back up when you're washing, right back onto your vehicle. Now, the results, I take mine, I've got a, sometimes I use a chamois, sometimes I use just a regular, like a good microfiber towel, whatever that you want, that you use for your drying mechanism, doesn't matter. I prefer, either one's preferred. You know, just make sure your chamois not got a bunch of sand and stuff in it, so you start putting scratches back in. The same with your microfiber towel. I just take a microfiber towel to mine and go right through it, and that's dried off, and that's what I do my whole vehicle. The inside, we'll go over the inside later, what we're going to do. That's pretty much it for the outside of it. You know, what I forgot to mention to y'all, when you're going to do your car wash, truck wash, whatever it is, I like that truck right there, is you got to have you on your Who's Your Grandpa's shirt. I forgot to mention that in the last video. So, after you've got all your stuff out there, you got your grandpa's shirt on, now go for it.